This video is sponsored by Deep Cut Studios. For a wide range of fantastic gaming resources such as battle mats, dice trays and pre-painted bases, check out the description below.
Hi guys and welcome back to TNG Productions. My name is Tom and in this video we're back with some Elder Scrolls Call to Arms. This is specifically the Delve mode, which is the single player mode where I and the Dragonborn are going to lead you through the Bleak Falls Barrow trilogy of missions. And if you caught the last one, first mission was just about successful. We're now on to the second one, which is called the Golden Claw. And in this one we basically need to find a key for a door which will lead us to the big bad in the third and final mission. Now, same as always, I'm still very much learning this game, still very much a new player. This is not going to be a rules comprehensive playthrough, but hopefully it'll be something enjoyable to accompany your painting and hobbying. So without further ado, let me show you the board. And here we are then for today's Delve scenario. This one's called the Golden Claw, and this is the second part of Bleak Falls Barrow. And you can see our Dragonborn is deploying in the top corner here, and basically her goal is to get through this puzzle door in the bottom right corner. In order to do that, she needs to find the eponymous Golden Claw, which is in one of these three red coded treasure tokens. So basically the treasure deck in the top three cards has the Golden Claw. She needs to grab it, get to this door, control it, so make sure she's within 3 inches and no enemies. That'll unlock it and then she can walk off the board, and she has 10 turns to achieve that. Now, the Dragonborn has been to the shop in between our games. I know technically you're not supposed to in a campaign, but I got the new card pack, so I wanted to actually make her bedeckled in all of her WYSIWYG glory. So she's basically changed her wooden shield for a banded iron shield, and she's got studded armor rather than leather. She's still at like 93 points, so even for a 100 septim game, she's well below. And obviously we've got the Draugr and the skeletons here that are going to be making the adversary forces. We're going to save the Overlord for the next mission. Now, there are 3 objectives that are dotted around with the yellow markers, just like last time. One thing I will say is actually with the treasure from the last game, I had to kind of throw away everything and keep only one item, because that's what happens during these Delve campaigns. And I basically chose to keep the Ring of Fortified Armor, even though she had a super cool Dwarven sword. Well, just imagine she had to sell that in order to buy her shield. And I've also given her a Potion of Healing, because that was really handy last time when she got a battering. Now, she is leveled up from last game, so that means she is going to be a little bit more sturdy. She brings a little bit more stamina to the table and can hit a little bit harder, which is really good. But like I said, the scenario is pretty straightforward. We get VPs for standard objective things, but aside from that, every enemy model we remove from play, we get 1 VP. Every chest that we search, we get 1 VP. And actually finding the Golden Claw is worth 2. And obviously other things can pop up. We've still got our quest from last time where we're trying to find ingredients. I think we found 1 last time, so we're still going to need 2, which is incredibly hard for her to try and achieve. And we have some oaths that we need to choose. And we've got 3 to select. We've got Hoarder, which is my party will search each treasure token. That's worth 3. We've got Swift Escape, which means we'll get the claw and get off the board before turn 5. And we've got Thief in the Dark, which is we will search a treasure token while hidden. Honestly, I don't think I can do anything hidden. I don't think I'm going to get off the board that quickly. I'm going to take Hoarder. My oath is going to be that I'm going to search every treasure token. She's going to be thorough during this search, and hopefully we'll be successful. So the Dragonborn will have the advantage going into the first turn, so let's get down to the table and see how she does. And here we are then, all set up, and the Dragonborn is ready and raring to go as she enters this dungeon of undead. Now, she has the initiative to begin with. So she's leveled up, she's on full health, so I think we're going to use that new stamina that we've got, that extra point, to sprint straight away. She's going to get stuck into the action, and she's going to sprint just to this position here, where she's going to try and get straight into that treasure hunting to try and get that vow. Now, she's got another action left, so I think she's going to try out that new trusty shield and put up a block in the hope that it'll protect her, because we've got a Draugr here that is within 6 inches. He's the only one, so let's see what he is going to do. We roll an Oblivion symbol. Now, he is on the Path of Might, so his Oblivion symbol is simply going to be to move, and obviously he will attack. So he's going to move straight into combat with the Dragonborn here, and he's going to attack her. Now, as we saw last game, these guys are pretty tasty. They've got a green and a black on their attack, and they will always use their stamina to do a power strike, which will stagger her and add a yellow die if it goes through. So let's see how he does. He needs to beat a score of 3. We get to 5 at -1. It just misses, which is lucky, because that would have been a hell of a lot of damage. So the Dragonborn touch is lucky there as he swings, and she kind of parries it away with her shield. However, that doesn't mean that we haven't got another activation to go through. So just like the last game, essentially I've got a little baggie of tokens here. And the way it's going to work, 1 to 3 will be skeletons working from this corner downwards, 4 to 5 Draugr. And then if I do someone who's already gone, we'll just flip again. So we draw number 2. So that'll be our second skeleton along. So we've got 1 here, number 2, that's this fellow. What are you going to do, fine sir? We get 2 hits. So 2 hits on a Path of Shadow is going to be a cautious move. Now for a skeleton, that'll be to basically move to cover and attempt to hide. So best place for this to go, I think, is just here into cover. Now, still line of sight to the Dragonborn, can't block, can't hide, so that'll be the end of its activation, which is nice and straightforward. So that's everybody done because we're at 100 Septim limit. It's only 1 adversary activation, which even though that doesn't sound bad, in the last game it really did add up quickly. So it'll take us to the event phase. So let's draw an event card. We get hostile environment. So requirement, adversaries in play. Something's got the creatures of this foul place roiled. Choose 1 adversary model within 8 inches of one of your models. That model activates even if it's already activated this round. Ooh, okay, right. Who's within 8 inches? Mr. Skeleton far away. Not quite. Are you? This skeleton is. Right, I'm going to nominate the skeleton down at the bottom. They are going to activate. Okay, let's see what they do. So they get 2 with the Oblivion symbol. For a Path of Shadow, that would be to attack, but unfortunately they are not able to do a ranged attack. So let's see if they can get into melee with the Dragonborn. They are within 9 inches, so actually they are going to sprint up. And for the first time, we're going to use the skeleton's melee action. I'll be interested to see how this functions. So skeletons in melee, they have simply got a yellow die, and they are looking to beat their strength value of a 2. So they get a 6, and fortunately that isn't anything that will help. Apart from the fact they did get the Dragonborn symbol, so they do get to add a green dice, and maybe the trigger will help them here. 6 at -3 takes it down to a 3. That's still too low for their strength of 2. So the Dragonborn again tanks that, and I think she's again very, very lucky. So that's a pretty hefty amount of activations that she's dealt with straight away. But the upside is, I suppose, we have got now 2 foes that we are tied up in combat with for the next turn. Hopefully she will be able to absolutely wreck them. Now, there's no recoveries that we need to do here. There's no scoring that we need to do here at the moment. So we're just going to move on to turn 2. Okay, turn number 2 then, and the Dragonborn does not have the initiative. It goes to the adversaries here. So let's see who's going to go. Let's draw. We get number 3, which is going to be the 3rd skeleton down, which is actually this one in combat. This is going to be interesting, so we get some outnumbering here. So this skeleton has to attack. It's not going to roll because it's in close combat, so we know their attack isn't great. It's just a yellow die. However, it does get to add a green because of outnumbering, and because it's on Path of Shadow, it actually adds another green to this attack because it will precision strike. So strength value of 2. Let's see how the skeleton does. Skeleton gets a 4 at -6. It definitely goes through with 1 hit going through so far. So Dragonborn does have armor. She's got her studded armor, which is actually strong armor. So it means as long as she rolls a hit, she'll block this. And she gets to add another one for her ring of fortify armor. And if she needs it, she's actually got a 3rd because she's still blocking. So let's see. Yeah, she blocks it with relative ease there. That's no issue. And that will basically be the end of that skeleton's activation. I think I'm lucky that that wasn't the Draugr then, because that could have been quite nasty. So the Dragonborn's up. She will replenish her stamina, which I've already put next to her. And she is going to... Well, she needs to cut through these guys. And I don't mind too much having the Draugr there. It's more... Actually, I don't mind the skeleton. It's the Draugr I need to get rid of. So I'm going to buy an attack. Now, because she's leveled up, she's pretty tasty now, the Dragonborn. So her... Banish the Wicked is now a green and a yellow die, and she's got Armsman, which means when she's using a one-handed weapon, she gains a yellow. So let's add this up. She's got a strength of 6 that she needs to beat. She has got 2 yellow and a green for her steel sword. She gains another yellow and a green because of her Banish the Wicked. I'm going to precision strike. I want this to hit, so it's going to be another green. And if this doesn't go through, I've also got a yellow die for Armsman. Come on, just absolutely slay the dude. She does currently, but she's not got all the damage going through. So we've got a 2. We've got a successful Dragonborn symbol, so that will actually restore a point of stamina. That'll be handy. But we are going to actually need to roll that yellow for Armsman, because at the moment we've only got 2 that's going through. So let's see what we got on this one. 4. Okay, so the Draugr, I think they only have 1 yellow damage on their defense. Yeah, they do, so I don't think they can beat this. Let's see if there's a miracle. No, she absolutely smites him off the board, and he will go back into our spawn pool. That's not bad at all. And I think that will actually earn me a victory point for eliminating an enemy, so that's not too bad. That starts us off on the right track. Now, the problem is I can't attack a second time, so I'd love to be able to just deal with this skeleton, but unfortunately, I can't swing twice. So I think she's just going to put up a block again, just so she's got her shield ready to go, and hopefully next turn she'll be able to absolutely decimate this skeleton and then get stuck in. Now, because she's ended her activation, there is no one else within 6 inches of her, so actually that's the end of the second turn nice and quickly, and we're now going to go to the event phase. So let's see what we draw. We draw change of plan. Draw a stage 1 quest card. You may immediately choose to discard your current quest. Oh, okay. So we've got our really hard quest that we're trying to find ingredients. Let's draw a new one as he draws. This is the good thing about all these new cards that have been added in. So we get Ghost of Kienstag. The spirit of a Nord warrior appears, imploring you to serve justice upon the intruders who are ransacking his tomb. Ah, that's thematic. We're in a tomb. I'll take that. Requirements. There must be at least 3 adversaries. There definitely is. Remove 3 enemy models as casualties during the game. When the third is removed, immediately draw a treasure card as a reward from the ghost. I will definitely be swapping that, so let's take that. And that's worth 1 VP at the end of the game. That's not too bad. Our event card does bring in 1 adversary, so odd numbers will be this end, even numbers will be this end. Let's see where this Draugr comes back from. That's an even number, so he is basically just going to, let's have him coming out of the door here. He's going to wander in and see what all the kerfuffle is about. But that's him already sorted. That's the event phase all done. So that's the end of the second turn. Turn 3 and back to the Dragonborn's initiative. So we need to get moving because we've only got 7 turns after this, which is a little bit scary. So I'm going to immediately try and destroy this skeleton. So we'll lose our blocking. She's going to attack again. So she has a green and 2 yellow die. She gains another green and another yellow for her Banished Wicked. She's got a yellow if she needs it. I'm going to spend a stamina to precise strike this. I want to absolutely destroy the skeleton. Strength of 6. She nails it there. She'll get her stamina back. There's another yellow die to roll if I want it, but there's no way the skeleton could beat this with its defense. No. So she immediately kills it, and that will please the ghost. So I'll get 1 of my kills needed for my quest, and it will gain me a VP, so it'll put me on to 2. So let's think about this. What's the best thing that we can do in this situation? I think we've got to go for the treasure straight away, haven't we? Which is just tucked away down here. So she's going to sprint, I think. Let's see if we can get to it. We can. So we're going to spend that stamina we just regained to sprint down to this treasure here. And we're going to attempt to search it. Now, the Dragonborn luckily can search for free because she's an adventurer. So this is going to be free action. So let's see what's underneath here. This is my lovely stack of tokens. It is, oh, it's a locked treasure chest. Okay, so it's got a lockpick value of a 1. So basically we need to do a agility test and it'll add 1 to whatever our result is. Or we could try and brute force it. Ooh, I'll try and lockpick it. So I've got an agility of 4, so I basically need a 3 here to get this. That is a critical success. I will 100% take that. So she is able to loot that treasure chest and take it off the board. Good work. And we do draw a treasure card. Is it going to be the Golden Claw straight away? That is the question we have to ask. We get... Oh, no, it's not the Golden Claw, but I'll take it. It's an Ancient Nord War Axe, which is a green and a red on our melee. Oh, green and a red versus green and 2 yellow. Ooh. Do you know what? I'm going to take the free swap, and I'm going to swap her with her Nord Axe, because it's still one-handed, so she'll get her armsman ability, and also make it a bit easier for me rolling dice on camera. So, she's had all of her actions there. Is she within 3 of this objective? Oh, she is just about, you know. Let's see what this is. This is... Ooh, it is a strategic objective. Let's get 1 of those tokens. So you can see now I've been on a painting spree between now and the last video because we actually have lovely objective tokens now to go with the fancy new cards. So that's not bad. That'll gain me some VP this turn. There's no one within 6 inches of her. Let's actually use the 6-inch stick. So we're just going to go to the adversary activation. So let's see who's going to go for these baddies. We get number... Oh, I can't get the token out. There we go. We get number 1, which is going to be the skeleton at the top here. What are you going to do, oh great skeleton at the top? A Dragonborn symbol. So Path of Shadow for the Dragonborn symbol. They are going to do a cautious fall back. Now that's interesting. It means they're kind of going to just back away. Now, I think they basically will sprint as far away as they can and then attempt to hide. So where's the best place that logically you will sprint, oh shadowy dude? I think you'll probably fall back just behind here because that breaks line of sight, and we'll just put this down to suggest you're hiding. So he's lying in wait. He's going to wait for the Dragonborn to go towards the wall there and try and get to the gate and then just pop a shot off. So you have activated. That's the end of the activations there, though. So let's see what the event card's going to do. And the event card was being very kind to us so far. So let's see what we're going to draw. We get Blessing of Talos. Roll a red die and distribute that many Thum points amongst all of your models with a Thum card not currently at their maximum level. We've got no Dragon Shouts equipped, so it's not really going to do anything, but it does spawn a new adversary in play. So that skeleton that we killed is going to come back. Odds this side, evens this side. Evens, it's going to pop back on this end. Now, can't put him within 6 inches of the Dragonborn. So the skeleton just kind of pushes its way out of these kind of crates and it's like, I'm here too. And that will pretty much bring us to the end of the turn. I don't think there's anything else we need to worry about. However, we are going to get 2 VP because we are controlling this objective, which will take us up to 4. Now, VP is not essential for this. It's more about actually finding the damned claw. But I'll take it just in case because we're going to see how many points we can get. So that'll do for that. On to the next, and the adversary's got the drop on me, so let's see who's going to go. We get number 5. That is the second Draugr down. So 1, 2, it'll be you by the doorway, actually. You're the next one. So what are you going to do, sir? 3 hits, that is going to be to attack on the Path of Might. So I don't think he's going to get in within range, but he could definitely get a sprint on and block the way. I think he definitely can. He really wants to get stuck in. And he's going to move to that position there, and being unable to kind of use a range attack on the Dragonborn, he's just going to throw up his 2-handed block. So that will now move the action back over to the Dragonborn. Now, what can she do here? Oh, not really going to be able to get to that treasure immediately because of just the whole host of baddies. So let's replenish our reserves of stamina. I've got a feeling we'll probably spend it immediately here, but where will a 9-inch sprint take us? A 9-inch sprint could take us into a better position. I don't really want to M activation anywhere near this lot. So she's going to sprint. She'll have to lose a bit as she arcs her run. So she's probably going to get to about here, spending 1 of those stamina. And I think she's just going to have to put up her blocking as well as she defends herself. Now, she's not within 6 inches of anyone, thankfully. And we're going to try and see if we can hit this treasure and hopefully deal with that somehow in a minute. So at the end of that, we're going to draw an event card and see what we get. We draw Blessing of Arche. Roll a red dice and distribute that many health points amongst your wounded models. Now, luckily, we're not wounded so far. It's going painfully well. I could have done with that card later when I'm dealing with this scrum, but that will bring us through that turn. Halfway through the game then, and I really need to find this claw. So the Dragonborn has got the initiative here. So she is going to walk 6 inches, so she'll lose her blocking. It's worth saying she gets her stamina back as well. She replenishes her reserves. She's going to attempt to search this treasure chest. So let's see what we've got. It is... Hey, it's unlocked. I will take that. So we need to just roll and make sure we don't get a trap. We don't get a trap, that's great. And she will loot this with a free action. So that's the second one. Is it going to be in this one, or are we going to have to do all 3? I mean, we're going to do all 3 anyway, but we get a torch. A torch, well, it's not the best, but I'll take it. Just, we're in a crypt. It might be useful. So she's got another action because it's free to search. Let's go with throwing up our block. I mean, it's our bread and butter at this stage, isn't it? Now, it's worth saying that with her being a treasure hunter, I could be picking like 2 treasure cards, but I don't think that's particularly fair. I'm within 6, I believe, of both of these guys. So they are both going to activate now. So let's see what Monsieur Hidden Skeleton is going to do. He gets 3 hits, which for a Path of Shadow is going to be move and attempt to hide. Now, he could sneak, but to be honest, he's literally just going to try and move to cover. The best piece of cover for him will be behind here, and he'll just hide again because he's broken line of sight. What about you, Draugr? What are you going to do? Because you could mess up my day here. You get 3 as well. Path of Might, yeah, of course he's going to attack. So you're within 6, so he's going to move over here and take a stab at the Dragonborn. So he has got his black and his green as normal. He's got a strength value of 3, and he's going to use his free stamina to make it a powerful strike, adding a yellow. So see how he does. He hits a 4 at -2, so that is successful so far with 4 damage going through. Oh, I needed that heal again for the event card. Right, Dragonborn. She is defending, so she's got yellow for her armor. She has got a yellow for her fortify armor ring, and she gets another yellow because she is blocking. So we've blocked 2 so far with this one, and we get to roll our other ones. Let's just take that. We block 3, so a single point of damage goes through. I'll take that. That drops her down to 4 health, and I don't think I get anything for the Dragonborn symbol. So it's not perfect, but she's tanked enough of it, and then we always got our potion in reserve if we need it. So this isn't even the adversary's activation yet. Let's see who's going to go for that. So jumble it around. We get number 1, which would be the first skeleton along, which is this guy, but he's already gone. So let's go to the next one, which will be this skeleton here. So what are you going to do? 3 hits. I think that's just going to be a move again, isn't it? Path of Shadow. Yes, it is. Going to move to cover and attempt to hide. Well, he's probably just going to poke to there. Can't hide, can't block. Pretty straightforward activation. So this is looking cagey now. I could do with breaking up this scrum. I don't know if the Dragonborn has to just go and wade into it next turn, but that feels a little bit foolish to me. But we'll see. We'll see what the event card says, because this might actually do something for us. So the event card. Evasive maneuvers. You may choose one of your models, engage with an enemy. That model immediately moves up to 3 inches and may move through other models. Can't end its move engaged. Ooh, okay, well I am engaged, so let's bounce away. It would spawn adversaries, but got none to worry about. So where's 3 inches gonna help me? Should I go towards the objective? Should we see what this is? Decisions, Dragonborn. Well, you need to be going this way. That pretty much solves that, doesn't it? So let's go to here. I imagine I'm going to lose my shielded because this is a move. And let's reveal. What are you? You're a puzzle token. Okay, that's interesting. So we place a puzzle down here. And I think actually now I have to see if I can solve it, because we're heading into the end of the turn. So a puzzle objective then requires the Dragonborn to perform a intelligence test if she's the only one controlling it, which I think she is. I've just nudged him, but I think she is. So intelligence test. If we're successful, we get 2 VP and we draw a treasure card. So maybe the golden claw was in the puzzle all along, but her intelligence isn't great. It's 5. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. So she gets a critical success. Yes, I will take that. So that gets us 2 VP, which takes us to 6. And we get to draw a treasure card. And guess what? The golden claw, secretly, these treasure chests are just a ruse. It was secretly in the puzzle all along, which, you know, it's a bit rude of these, you know, dead Skyrim denizens? I'll take it. Let's get rid of this. And that has really changed things for this turn now, because now I've got to like make a beeline for the door. Do I try and get this chest and fulfill our oath? Oh, let me think. Oh, I just don't know what to do here. Well, the adversary's got the drop on me, so let's see what they're going to do, and that might help. So we get a number 4. That's the first Draugr along. So that's going to be this guy. He's going to chase it down, isn't he? Let's see what he's going to go for. He gets 2 knocking over that stack with the swords. That Path of Might is going to be to move and attack. So quite simply, he's going to walk. Let's turn and face the Dragonborn so she can see her assailant there. And he's going to attack her. So that is going to be our standard. Black and green, adding a yellow because he's going to go for a strong attack. And he needs to beat a score of 3 here. So, oh, he has not been successful there, which is unlucky because that would have been a hell of a lot of damage. And actually, I think I might have dodged the staggered in the last turn as well, unwittingly. But that is a miss, which I will take as, you know, moral victory for my probably accidental cheating last turn. And that leaves the Dragonborn. Oh, she's tied up in combat, which is not great. Ooh, what am I going to do? Right, I think maybe I would have been staggered last turn. So I'll tell you what, to even it, I'm not going to boost anything this turn just in case. So she's going to buy an attack on this Draugr anyway. So she's got this new trusty axe. Let's see how good it is. So that is a red and a green on attack. She gets a green and a yellow for her Banish the Wicked, and she gets another yellow for Armsman. So this is going to probably tickle a little bit if she can beat her score of 6. She gets 4. -2 with all of the damage in the world going through. Yeah, that removes him summarily from play. See, maybe it's better. Maybe if I just don't boost actions, maybe that's the smarter course of action to go with. What else can she do now? Well, it gets us another kill for our quest, which I think if it counts the whole game, I've already achieved, but I'm just going from when I picked up the card. And, right, Dragonborn. We don't particularly want to end engaged by 1 million people. That would be nice. So let's walk. I think if I walk to engage this guy, all of these people are going to go nuts, aren't they? So I'm going to walk towards the door because I have the golden claw. And if I'm contesting it, if I am the one within 3 inches of the objective, I will at least open it this turn. That seems a sensible thing to do. Am I within 3? I am. Are you? No. Are you? No. But these two will now activate. So let's go with Sneaky Hidden Skeleton. What are they going to do? They could sneak attack me in the back of the head here. 3 hits for Path of Shadow will be to move. So again, they move to cover and they attempt to hide. He's just going to he's dancing around this tomb. I'm not exactly sure why, but he's just going to bounce around the back here and keep a low profile. Maybe he's just seen what the Dragonborn has done to his friends and it's just like, nope, don't want any of that. This skeleton here is going to go. What are you going to do? They get the Dragonborn symbol, which for the Path of Shadow is to fall back. This one's like, nope, don't want any, do not want any of that Dragonborn. So they're just going to kind of sprint probably around the back to here and just hide behind the cover, which isn't the worst course of action in the world. It does now take us to the event phase. So let's see what we are going to draw. We get Secret Paths. Choose one friendly model that isn't staggered or incapacitated. That model may immediately move up to 6 inches, ignoring terrain and other models. It may not end this move in contact with impassable terrain. Oh, do I do it? Do I? No, I can't quite get there. I mean, it would be gutsy to try and go for the chest, but I have the golden claw, and actually, at this point, what the Dragonborn is able to do, because she is controlling this objective, is she is able to actually unlock the door and open the pathway out of here. And actually, it counts as an objective, so I think it counts as 2 points as well, just by being nearby and controlling it. And yeah, it's not looking bad now. I think we can leg it off the board this turn, or we can try and get some kills before the end of the game. Let's have a think. Well, anyone who's watched the channel before will know that the logical decision here is to walk out the door, but I feel like we need to avenge that friendly ghost who gave us a better quest. We've also got this Draugr who's popped on down the bottom here. Oh, this is going to be stupid, Tom. Why are you doing this? Right. I've pre-measured this. I'm going to sprint around here into base contact with this token and with this skeleton. I can't search it while this Draugr is in contact with it, but we'll see what we do here. This could be absolute suicide. So I'm going to attack this skeleton here. So all of the dice in the world. I need a red. I need a green. I need a yellow and a green. I need another yellow. I'm going to precise strike because I want to make sure I kill it. So get a 10 at -3, 4, 5. Successful with 3 hits going through. I mean, this hit would make it bleed, but it's a skeleton, so it doesn't actually bleed. So let's see what its armor is. It blocks 2 of them, 1 goes through. Right, we have fulfilled our questing duties, possibly at the risk of our own health here, and secured a kill. So that will gain us a VP at the end of the game, which I will gladly take. However, we need to now consider what the consequences are going to be. So this Draugr is going to activate straight away. What is he going to do? That is 3 Path of Might. He's going to attack. So he needs to walk to attack. So he's going to walk just to there. And by attack against the Dragonborn. So black and green plus a precise, no, not precise, a power attack. Fumbles. I will take that. That is good. Fumble away, please. Please don't hit me. This one here, what are you going to do? You get the Dragonborn symbol. You are going to go towards the nearest objective, which is this one. Oh, it might all work out. It might all work out. So you're going to move to there and you are going to defend this book. Maybe, you know, you really enjoyed the Harry Potter series, so you're just going to chill and block it. This skeleton here, please do not ruin my day. You get 2, which is going to be a move. Ooh, okay, so you will move behind the nearest point of cover and you will attempt to hide, you can't. You'll attempt to block, you can't. So actually, that's quite the busy set of activations there, really, isn't it? So let's see who's actually going to activate on the adversary turn. So basically, if it's 1 to 3, it'll be the skeleton. If it's 4 or more, it'll be the Draugr. It's 2, it'll be Sneaky Sam up by the crypt. So what are you going to do, my friend? You get the Oblivion symbol, which for the Path of Shadow is to attack. Now, you can't get into melee, can you? I think you are just short. So, and you can't shoot into combat. So what does the Matrix say that we should do here? If there's no possible, you would block. If it can't block, that's it. So you basically stop just short of the Dragonborn here. And that's pretty much that, all activated. Oh, that could have gone so much worse. I'm really, really quite happy with that. That's what, pretty much every adversary on the board activated, bar this little dude down here. You watch the event card will screw me over here now. So, event card. Ancient Riddles. Place a puzzle token on the gaming area no closer than 8 inches to a player control model and then spawn an enemy. So, a puzzle token, let's bring our one that we used back in. 8 inches away from the Dragonborn. Can we do it on the way out, maybe? No, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just going to chuck it here because I'm not going that way. And you never know, that one could have been a puzzle. And we need to spawn an enemy. So odd numbers this end, even numbers this end. It is a 6, an even number. So this skeleton can't spawn too close to me. I imagine you probably just come out the crypt. You're like, hey, someone open the door, we're free. And then just sees this massive ruckus with the Dragonborn beating up a load of people. So what do I need to do next turn? I need to kill this Draugr, search this, and get towards the end because we are now heading towards turn 9 of 10. It might be a big crescendo finish here. Penultimate turn then. I hope the ghost of Ken Stack, whoever it was, is at ease because, you know, I've wiped out some adversaries, but this might cost me my life. Dragonborn, she is going to go and she's got to kill this Draugr. I think her being able to search chests for free is going to really help out here. So all my DAC dice are ready to go. I'm going to renew a point of stamina, but then spend it immediately for a precise strike. I need to kill this Draugr. So strength of 6. Come on, girl. An 8 at -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will 100% take that, and we have got 5 damage coming through. I don't think there's any way the Draugr can beat that, but no. So she obliterates him just for extra bonus measures. That is fantastic. I will take it for what it is worth. Right, we now need to have a look at this treasure chest. Watch it be trapped. So I'm going to take my free search action. Let's see what we've got. We have got, an empty treasure chest. Right, let's see. Oh, it's not booby trapped. Right, it's all coming up Dragonborn. So because we've got our Golden Claw now, I'm going to use her Treasure Hunter to draw 2 treasure cards because now we know we've searched the ones we need to search. So we get a Potion of Strength and some gold, which gets us bonus VP. Right, that's fantastic. I'm not going to swap anything there. I am going to get the hell out of Dodge. That seems like a far more sensible idea. So spend a point of stamina. I mean, she's going to be shot to Kingdom Come in a second, but we're going to go 6 to there. 3 doesn't quite get us out the door, does it? No, we're going to get to the precipice of the door there with our single point of stamina left. So let's see what these 2 skeletons can do then. Right, so skeleton number 1, who's in the doorway, what are you going to do seeing this terrifying Dragonborn? You are going to get 2, which for a Path of Shadow is going to be to move. So you're going to move to cover and then go. You're going to have to sprint, I'm afraid, my friend, just around here. That's not too bad. No hiding because line of sight and no blocking. What are you going to do? Please do not just pop a shot off at her. You get The Oblivion symbol. So, you're going to pop a shot off after. Of course you are. Right, so he's going to turn just as she's just like this blur going past. Now, we are within short range. This is going to hurt. So, it's a green and 2 yellow. And you are going to take a accurate shot, an aim shot, which will add a green. And we're going for an agility of 3. So, we get a 3 at minus a gazillion. So, that definitely hits. The Dragonborn symbol will do piercing. Ugh, so that's 3 damage going through at the moment with piercing, which will ignore 1 of my armor. So, luckily she has strong armor, so 1 point can't be ignored. So we've got 1 yellow for her armor and another yellow for her ring of fortify armor, and we need to beat 3 here. We get 1, so that means 2 points of damage will go through on the Dragonborn. That puts her down to, 2 health there. That's not the best in the world. But her strong armor actually reduce it by 1, won't it? Let me just double check that. No, of course, it basically would, the piercing would negate 1 of my successes, but because of the strong armor, I do get to keep it. So she'll take 2 damage nonetheless, which puts her down to 2 health as we go into this final turn. But we've got to see who else is going to activate, because someone else might be able to run in and do some damage here, because the adversaries have still got to go. So we've only got a couple of figures left to go. So who is it going to be? We get number 5. Number 5 is going to be one of these Draugr. So it's going to be the nearest Draugr, which would be this fellow here. So what are you going to do, my friend? You are going to get the swords, which for you guys is going to be to move. So he's going to sprint 9 inches. You're going to have to arc your run a little bit, my friend. So you're going to sprint to there. And otherwise, he's just going to block with his 2-handed block because he can't quite get to the Dragonborn. Oh, it's getting very, very cagey here as we go into it. So let's see what the event card is going to be. I mean, if there's another healing one, that would be amazing. So we get Divine Inspiration. Choose one of your models. That model may reroll any number of dice for its next skill or attribute test. I'll take that. And it would spawn 2 enemies in. So we've got last Draugr boy, he comes in, not on a crit, he comes in on, not on a fail. What are you going to be? An even number, so he'll come down this way. He's just going to pop out from these crates too. He's going to join just the horde that are chasing after the Dragonborn as we go to the final turn. Okay, final turn. I've set this up for a grandstand finish now. So the adversaries have the initiative. So who's going to go? It's going to be number 5. That is the second Draugr along. So that's going to be this guy here. What are you going to do, my dear? He gets the Oblivion symbol. He is going to want to sprint for a move and see if he can get to an attack. So 9 inches worth of sprint. Oh, it gets him incredibly close. Let's say arcs his run, gets him to there, but he is unable to get stuck in. So he's going to put his shielded on just as this absolute horde descends on the Dragonborn. And you know what? I don't blame her. She is just going to limp off further into the barrows and just leave this absolute mess behind. Oh, that was a hell of a risk at the end, wasn't it? Okay, and here we are at the end of the game. And I think the Dragonborn touched incredibly lucky there. I think in the panic I might have even lost track of one of the turns. But I think I'm on roughly about 11 VP so far as she skedaddles away, but there's a few more things that we need to count up. So, according to the scenario, if we search a treasure chest, we get 1 VP for each one. We searched 3, so that was really good. We also get 2 VP if we find the Golden Claw, which we managed to do. We have managed to also fulfill our Oath of Hoarder. We searched each treasure token, so we gain another 3 for that. We fulfilled the Ghost of Kienstag's kind of desire for us to eliminate adversary. He gives us 1, he gives us a treasure, and I have drawn, not the most exciting thing, but a circlet of archery will do. And also the Dragonborn managed to acquire some gold, didn't she, as she escaped her way off, so there's another VP there. So by my reckoning, I think I'm on about 21-ish victory points, which is not too bad at all as a way to finish. But obviously, we've achieved the main victory condition, which is to get off the board. So for now, the Dragonborn's on 2 wounds. So she's going to heal up a little bit between now and the next battle. But realistically, she needs to think carefully about which of these treasures she's going to keep. I mean, let's be honest, it's going to be the axe. It's going to be the axe that she keeps. But there's a variety of things here that I need to have a look at before we go into the final dungeon that's obviously going to have Mr. Draugr Overlord, who I think is going to be very painful, so we're going to have to be very careful with our health. I'm lucky that I haven't used my potion this time around, so I think that might save us. So with that, we'll go to the final thoughts. Oh, and very much by the skin of our teeth there, wasn't it? But I really enjoyed that scenario. I think the Dragonborn definitely left no quest unturned, didn't she, going back for that last chest and killing those adversaries. But she's in a relatively solid position now as she's going to go and fight the Master of the Sanctum, which will be the Draugr Overlord. Now, I think I'm going to have to chug that health potion right at the very start of the next mission, but we'll see how we get on. I'm very interested to see how a Master adversary plays. So I hope you've enjoyed that, guys, and it's been really good to accompany your hobbying. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Hi guys, thank you very much for watching our content. It means the world to us. If you'd like to see some more videos, they should be over here. And if you'd like to support our channel, keep these lights on. You can find links to our Patreon and merchandise in the description below. See you later.